Inbar Yin Yoga. Okay, so the way we start today is I want you to take the sole of your feet together. Now, without using your hands, I want you to draw the heels closer to you. So really a comfortable seat. And again, if you need something, if you feel uncomfortable, you're welcome to start your practice in any other position. Sole of your feet together, lengthen through the spine, relax your shoulders. You can turn your palms up or down, whatever feels right, and create more softness in your body. When you're ready, just close your eyes. Close your eyes and start noticing your body. Noticing your heart. Noticing the space between your ears. Noticing your spirit. Just a few words about yin practice. So yin yoga is really a complementary practice to any kind of yoga or any kind of exercise that you are doing. And the reason is that everything in life has two opposite energy. And what we are trying to do is we're trying to bring those two opposite energy into some kind of a balance. So a lot of what we do during the day is being active and busy. And basically using our yang energy, which is the energy of the sun, is a more masculine energy. And it's basically how we live our life. This energy is what helps us to really do things. But the problem with the yang energy is that because we are using this energy excessively, we fall out of balance. This is where stress and tension and headaches and other issues are rising up. Yin yoga, yin energy is a feminine energy, is the energy of the moon, is everything that has to do with intuition, with surrendering and receiving and softening. So in yin yoga, we basically try to regain some of the balance that we lost. Connect to your natural rhythm of breath. Yin yoga is a celebration of stillness. Bring your hands together at heart center. If you are seated, bow your chin to your chest and take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Maybe you choose to dedicate your practice to someone, to something, or somewhere. Hoping this practice will help you gain back some of the balance. Open your eyes and lift your head. Good. So we are going to continue with this pose, but this time I will ask you to take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just fold over your legs. Allow yourself to really round and surrender. Relaxing your head completely, drawing your chin towards your chest. Allowing your eyelid to become heavy or just to close your eyes. Everything is grounding. We're not pulling and pushing. Finding a soft edge and connecting to the breath. We never go to the maximum depth of the pose. When you feel the first sign of resistance in your body, you stop. Keep relaxing and softening your muscles. Doing the best you can to breathe in and out through the nose. 5 more breaths. As slowly as you possibly can, keep the chin tucked in, and then roll one vertebrae at a time all the way up. Keep your eyes closed. Notice the sensation of rebuilding your vertebrae one on top of the other. Take your hands under your knees, bring your knees together. Take a moment and then lay down on your back. Extend your legs forward and just notice the feedback of your body. Take a moment to hug your knees into your chest and gently rock side to side. And then release the left foot down, knee is bent, and take the right ankle and cross it over the left thigh, creating this figure 4 with your legs. Draw the left leg towards your chest, and then interlace the fingers under the left thigh, or you can reach to the left shin, whatever feels right. Now, if the sensation is really intense, only by crossing the ankle, just stay here. If you need a little bit more, draw the leg in and grab behind. You can interlace your fingers and kind of let the leg hang so that your hands are holding it. Chin is relaxed. If your eyes are open, you will be able to gaze straight at the ceiling, but I will ask you to just close your eyes and breathe and connect. Slowly release your hands. Bring your left foot to the ground. Release the right leg and extend the right leg forward. Extend the left leg forward. And again, Shavasana just for a few breaths, just resetting the body, connecting with the feedback sensations the body is giving us. Bend your knees, place the right foot on the ground, cross the left ankle over the right thigh. And again, if the sensations are already strong, stay there. If you can't, interlace your fingers under your right thigh or below the right knee. And be here with the sensation of this pose. So the idea of this practice, like meditation, is not to ignore what is coming up. It's not to ignore your feelings, your thoughts, your bodily sensation, but to welcome everything to pass through you, but really realize that you don't need to respond to any or every thought or every sensation. So like I said, yin is a celebration of stillness. We notice the thoughts, the feelings, the sensation, but we do not react upon them. Five more breaths. And again, slowly release the arms. Bring the right foot to the ground. Release the left leg. Extend your legs forward, arms by your side. Again, a mini, tiny mini Shavasana. Connect with the sensation. Welcome them in. but know that you do not have to respond to them. So figure 4 pose is a hip opener. We will continue to build upon the flexibility of the hip. Our next pose will be half happy baby, and I will give you some variation and modification for those of you who need it. So stay laying down on your back. Keep your left leg extended forward, bend the right knee into the chest, and interlace the fingers under the knee. Now release the left hand, you can place it by your side, and then open the right knee towards the right armpit. Keeping the right knee, extend the shin so that the sole of your foot is parallel to the ceiling. Now, you can keep the right hand under the knee on your right thigh and just hold it here. You can bring the right hand to your ankle, or you can reach to the pinky toe side. Now, any discomfort in your lower back, bend the left knee, right? If you feel that extending the left leg is too much, bend the left knee. Half happy baby. Again, relaxing your neck. You can turn the left palm up or turn the left palm down. Relax the right foot, relax your core. Close your eyes. Half happy baby. This pose, work on the hip joint in a different angle. It stretches different connective tissue. It's a little bit deeper than the pose we took before. Remain still and a patient observer of your breath.
Stood beneath an orange sky. Yes, I had a dream. I stood beneath an orange sky. With my brother standing by. With my brother standing by. He said, brother, you know, it's a long road we've been walking on. You know it is, such a long road we've been walking on.
Almost there.
And I had a dream.
Try to relax your right shoulder, relax your jaw, Again, the intention is to soften, to slow down, and to release.
My sister stand. I said, sister, here is what I know. Here is what I know. My salvation.
Slowly draw the knee towards your armpit. Bring the knee back to center, and then extend the right leg all the way to the front of the room, front of your mat. And notice the feedback.
And you know, sister, lost been broken.
Draw the left knee into the chest. Interlace your fingers below the knee and just bring it closer towards you. And then open the left knee towards the left armpit. So it's a little bit to the left. Good. Release the right hand by your side and then extend the left shin so that the sole of your foot is parallel to the ceiling. And then you're grabbing under, below the knee, or reaching with your left hand to the left pinky toe side. Your ankle, or any variation you took on one side, try to repeat on the other side. Relax your right leg. Relax your right foot. Do the best you can to relax your left shoulder. Connect to stillness.
My salvation lies in your love. 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 In your love. In your love. Yes, I had a dream. Stood beneath an orange sky. With my brother and my sister stand. With my brother and my sister standing. With my brother and my sister stand.
Just a few more breaths here. Bring the leg back to center. Extend the left leg. You can hug your knee. Extend the left leg to the front of the room. And just notice the sensation of releasing the pose. of stretching your front hip flexors, of allowing the fascia to contract back to place. One by one, hug your knees into your chest and gently rock side to side. Just a small movement off your vertebrae, back on your vertebrae, and then to the other side, massaging your lower back, mid back, upper back. And when you're ready, roll to the right side and find your way to all four. Hands are shoulder distance apart, feet are hip distance apart. Just creating some movement in our spine. Exhale to round your spine and gaze in between your legs. Inhale to arch your spine and gaze at your third eye, space between your eyebrows. Exhale to round. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. And then find your neutral spine. So we have two options for our next pose. For all of you, I want you to do the best you can to open your knees to the width of your mat and keep your big toes connected. So from here, we can go to a regular child's pose, right? If you feel already the stretch in between your legs, you can definitely come to any variation of child's pose that you would like. If you want to go a little bit into your spine with a little bit more back bend and a little bit more openness into your chest and your shoulders, what I want you to do is to keep your hips over your knees, right? So I'm not pushing my hip back, keeping the hip over the knee. And now I'm walking my hands forward. Releasing down, you can release your chin, you can release your forehead, you can bend your elbows, but what's important is that your hip remain over your knees, and we call this pose puppy pose. So whatever works for you, find your pose. And again, the eyelid becoming heavy, the focus is on your breath. So I want you to think of a scale where A is where you don't feel anything, and B is where you feel a lot of sensation. In yin practice, you want to be somewhere in between. You want to feel the stretch, you want to feel some sensations, but no sensations of pain or extreme stretch. You feel your body and you connect inward, and just make sure that you have enough sensation, but not too much.
I get lost sometimes. I don't what to do. Then I turn it on. The radio. Then I hear from them on the radio. Sid Jacobson radio. An obsessive too, but a face just once. I can feel freedom and catch response on the radio.
Notice if your body created enough space that you can move deeper into the pose, into this space you just created. Maybe it's not a physical space, maybe it's an emotional or mental space. Five more breaths. As slowly as you possibly can, roll yourself up. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. If you weren't in child's pose, stay in child's pose just for a breath or two. Just notice the feedback. And then come up on the palm of your hand. We will find again this all four, but this time I want you to move your hand about a handprint forward, shifting your weights to your hand again, and make sure that you're not dropping your hip, and then just circle your hips. We stretch the hips in different ways. Let's just create some movement. To keep circling to the same direction. And then next time where the weight is in your hand, reverse the direction. And really stretch yourself back and to the side. And if there is a space that feels right, maybe you stay there. Go back to center. Bring your hands under your shoulders. And I want you to tuck your toes under. And then walk your hands towards your knees. You can rest your hands on your thighs. You can bring your hands at heart center. You can bring your thumb and index fingers in an Om Mudra. A strong pressures on your toes. This is not an easy one, but it is extremely important to stretch and to create more flexibility in your toes. If you feel most of the pressure in your big toe, make sure that you're tucking your pinky toe and all other toes under. We're not going to stay here for a long time. Breathe in and out. In and out. Your feet will become warmer and warmer. You have 5 more breaths. And slowly come forward, untuck your toes. You can tap your feet on the mat, just releasing some of the tension. And then draw both shins to one direction and find your way in the seated position at the center of your mat. And then slowly release all the way down, laying on your back. Our next and last pose is a reclining twist. So bend your knees one by one into the chest. Hug the knees into the chest. Maybe give yourself a little bit of a rock there. And then open your arms in a T. Turn your head gently to the left, and then release your knees to the right. And again, I remind you that on a scale between not feeling anything and feeling a lot, you should be somewhere in the center. So if dropping the knees all the way down is too much for you, come halfway, right? You don't have to go all the way down. And when you found the shape that works with your body, close your eyes and dive inward. Slowly come back to center. Give yourself one more hug, and then extend the right leg to the right corner of your mat. Extend the left leg to the left corner of your mat. Arm by your side, palm facing up. If you have the blanket next to you, cover your internal organs, your hip area. The yin practice serve as an opportunity to balance our yang energy with some stillness, recovery, and observation. Find rest and peace. Enjoy your Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Softly release it. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles. Move your head side to side gently and mindfully. Bring your head back to center, hug your knees into your chest, and roll to the right side. Right hand under your head, left hand come forward to support you. Counting your blessings. Resisting the urge to open your eyes, slowly find your way into a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands together at heart center, bow your head to your heart, reconnect with your intention or your dedication. Maybe setting a new intention for the rest of your day. We tend to feel guilty and think about ourselves negative things when we are not doing, when we are not on the go, when we are not achieving. Notice and know that it is important to take the time to balance this activity with some stillness and rest and recovery. Always, we pray for peace and love in the universe. We pray for good health and happiness to all beings wherever they are. I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you for showing up to this virtual class. Enjoy this beautiful day outside. Let's all bow forward, sealing this practice, honoring each other and ourselves. Namaste.